Hello dear friends, viewers and trolls who's gonna be blocked. Today is December 22nd, 2022. Rijeka, Croatia. So Solzhenitsyn and targeted individual context. So this is what Solzhenitsyn in Gulag Archipelago wanted to say. Archipelago Gulag said in end of the second book, which corresponds with many of us TIs. He said that when, let's say, a family member gets arrested by the NKVD or KGB, what will typically happen is that people gonna estrange from the family. And examples: 8-year-old boy was arrested with his mother. NKVD took them to the train station to transport them to Gulag. And the boy, and I have to say very smart little boy, that happened in 1943, hid under the huge Stalin statue, and there was a red draping around it, and guards couldn't find him. Of course, they didn't dare to desecrate the statue of demigod by looking under the skirt. And the boy ran, and first thing he went home and he started to knock on the doors of the neighbors. Nobody wanted him in. Then he went to his aunt didn't took him in. He lived on the streets for a while, then he found his way to the children's home and he survived. Another example is from Lev Tolstoy. This is old school during the Tsarist Russia, before communism, in late 19th century. When he was arrested, his brother didn't want to help his wife and his children, and they've been all noblemen, very rich. So what happens typically is people, to protect their own jobs, to protect their own interests, will shun. And he said the first level of cruelty is not doing anything. And I know that many of us to whom targeting happened noticed very, very quickly that the friends and family who we had before targeting, how they're making a new wall here. New wall. So this is how the stone walls are made. There is a concrete part behind it. And you know, we all notice that they immediately disappear. And people disappear because they are both selfish and afraid. They don't want your problems to spill on them. And of course we know that most of the people are not empaths, most of the people are more normal or even borderline narcissistic and psychopathic. So this is something I want to share with you because I found great comfort in the reading of Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn, because many things correspond with the life of TI. We still live in the same reptilian system. However, it's a different form. You know, it's whole planet is reptilian planet, but it's not the same to live in North Korea and to live in Switzerland. These are two very different realities. However, people go missing in both of these countries and absolutely everywhere. Then he is also analyzing the effects of psychopathic government on people, and he mentions, not in his words, but he mentions schizophrenia, because if you live in a system where you constantly fed lies and where you constantly have to lie, and he is giving example of a lecture, Stalin's constitution as the most democratic constitution on the planet, and now through my mind is coming one Stalin speech.
Далее я хотел бы, товарищи, поздравить вас с наступающим всенародным праздником, днем выборов в Верховный Совет Советского Союза. Предстоящие выборы Это не просто выборы, товарищи. Это действительно всенародный праздник наших рабочих, наших крестьян, нашей интеллигенции. Никогда в мире еще не бывало таких свободных, действительно свободных и действительно демократических выборов. Никогда. История не знает другого такого примера. Дело идет не о том, что у нас будут выборы всеобщие, равные, тайные, прямые. Хотя уже это само по себе имеет большое значение. Дело идет о том, что всеобщие выборы будут проведены у нас как наиболее свободные и наиболее демократические в сравнении с выборами в любой другой стране в мире.
About how elections in 1937, when Communist Party gained 99.8% of votes, is the most democratic elections ever took in the human history. So when you live in this kind of system of lies, which we know is political correctness and verbal crime, which is back, we used to have it in communism, now we have it back. That creates schizophrenia because it creates the constant eggshell walking system in your life, and that actually creates the split personality where you have one core belief.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps loose for the inaugural address. What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald.
But then you have another personality which constantly needs to be expressed, and then with the time that second personality becomes the main personality, because it's easier actually to start believing in official lies, which you, of course you always have to reflect, than to end up in a Gulag system. In this day and age, Gulag system is when you get cancelled, when you get fired, when you get blacklisted for the job, and that plus time equals homelessness, and homelessness plus time equals death.